at the West Point reunion that they had every year there, and there were a number of West Pointers there at that time.
And this is year the 1965 or 4?
1964. Wait a minute. No, it would have been March of 1965, probably. And my classmate said that he was going home pretty soon, and he said it was a good assignment down there. So I talked to my boss about getting sent down there. And,
to where? To Kaohsiung?
To Kaohsiung.
Mm.
I think they were two sides of the same coin, but I think the comm center was actually in Soying, and the compound, the BOT compound, Bank of Taiwan compound, was in Kaohsiung. Excuse me. And so we went down there, and it was better for us even because down there I had a Chinese driver and a Chinese carryall at my disposal, and so I could use him for anything. In fact, one time when we had to go to Taipei, I had him drive us all the way up there. It was an all-day affair, but I mean we drove up to Taipei and did whatever we had to do up there, and then he drove us home. And because we lived in Bank of Taiwan housing instead of that apartment building that we lived up in Taipei, well, we always had people coming by wanting to shine my shoes or wash and iron, launder my uniforms, and do mom's hair and things like that. So it was pretty nice. You could get a nice hairdo done for $0.25, and I don't remember how much having my boots shined and waiting for me in the morning, or having my uniform done, but it was very little, and they'd be just looking sharp as could be. And I had probably 10 or 12 troops in the comm center there, and we serviced mostly the Navy, although there were Military Advisory Group, MAG people for Army, and MAG Navy, and MAG Marine, all down there in the compounds. It was all Army over in the small compound that we lived in Kaohsiung. And there was one colonel and enlisted, and I think maybe besides the colonel, maybe only 2 or 3 officers, including me, and so, and probably the same, probably half a dozen or so enlisted troops there in that compound.
And this is all in Kaohsiung?
All in Kaohsiung. It was all Bank of Taiwan housing, just like we had up in Taipei the second trip around that you all lived with. We had the U.S. Army had some sort of an agreement with Bank of Taiwan that they were basically the landlords and took care of the place and everything, and they rented the the Army rented those buildings or the houses and everything from Bank of Taiwan, so we didn't really have to pay any rent or anything. But of course, we lost all our housing allowance because of it, but it was fine. And the Bank of Taiwan housing was about 15 minutes or so on a regular day. If traffic was really heavy for one reason or another, why it could take longer. But Bank of Taiwan, it took that long to get there. And then out where the comm center was, out in Soying, there was another much larger compound that the Navy and the Marines and so forth all lived in. And there was also a community center, or some sort of a community center, an O Club and stuff in there. And they had all the amenities that any other officers or any other post had at that time. Officers Club, and there was an enlisted
club.
Thank you. And all that was there. As I recall, there was probably a swimming pool there too, and a bowling alley. Yeah, we used to, we had a bowling team from my comm center, as a matter of fact, and I used to bowl a lot there too.
I didn't know you bowled.
I did. Haven't done it in 50 years, 60 years now, but no, it couldn't be that long.
Yeah, it could.
Well, no, it probably isn't, because I did belong to the bowling club in high school, but when I get out of high school in '56, so add 4 years to that would put it up to 61, or 60 anyway. I graduated in '61, and this was 2 or 3 years after '61, so that would have been up to 63 or 4. I mean, no, it'd be longer than that, because we were over there '64 to '66, so it would have been around '65 or '66 that all this was taking place down in Kaohsiung. We had a Navy pilot that I can't remember why, whether it was just